Do you fancy a 4-4-2 asymmetric tactic with a position you probably haven't used before and is going to guarantee you goals? I thought you might. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel with me, Andrew, and we're doing a tactics test today with a little 4-4-2 asymmetric that I've been working on and did really well, and I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. So I'll show you how it's done first, and then we'll come back to the tactic. The thinking was I wanted to make an aggressive 4-4-2. I wanted to try a defensive winger to see, because when we show you the tactic and you read the description, I think the name is maybe a little bit misleading to what it actually does. I wanted to make this aggressive. I wanted to make it fast-paced. I wanted to make it fun. I wanted to score goals, score more goals than the other team. Forget about defence, that sort of thing. Because that's what we want. We want to score goals. So I did the normal 4-team test I do for all tactics. Chelsea, Brentford, Sheffield United, Peterborough. It did pretty well. Chelsea came second, 4 points behind Liverpool, who only lost 2 games. Lukaku scored 38 goals, league goals. And Reece James got 15 assists. 108 league goals, conceded 38, 1 for 1 for me is fine. If we concede 1 goal every game and score 2.5, I'm a happy man. Brentford finished 14th, they scored 62, but they did concede 78. Transparency, I will always show you the bad with the good. But Lukaku scored 48 goals overall, Werner scored 38, Havertz scored, Christensen scored 10, old set pieces, apologies. 22 assists for Reece James, 12 for Hudson-Odoi, 15 for Werner, 12 for Havertz, and Havertz played in a multiple positions as well. Because there's an AP creating, there's wingers creating, he can play in the forward roles, like he liked us a lot. Peterborough predicted 21st, they came 13th, magical. Scored 89, conceded 95, kind of goes along with Brentford. Sheffield United scored 126 goals. Incredible. 60 against, more than 1 per game, but enough to still see them get 108 points and be crowned champions by 6 points. Only lost 6 games, so it didn't really affect them that much. We look at the data hub, 2.74 goals per game, 17 shots, decent pass completion, decent shots on target. They were just a bit beastie with this with Sheffield United. Billy Sharp, 31 goals. Lise Mousset, 24. Even McBurney got 18. Luke Freeman, 15 assists. John Fleck got 20 assists. Normington Davies, 14. Loads of good performances across the board. I wasn't happy just to leave it with those 4. I wanted to see how it would do with a few other teams as well. First stop was over in Spain with Atletico Madrid. And yes, league winners, way 90 points, just scraped it over Real, which was lovely. Chelsea got knocked out of the Champions League first round as well, so that was starting to worry me a little bit. But they did win the Spanish Cup. Luis Suarez finishes top scorer with 26 league goals, and look at that average rating, all 3 of them up there. Thomas Lemar, 13 assists, leading the way. And what I found was Jan Oblak got the most clean sheets. So maybe it's not as bad defensively as I made out, and those teams just had bad defences. 103 goals for Atletico, only 36 conceded, so it's under one per game. Lost 6 games, but only drew 3, and that's what I want. Fuck draws, I want goals. And amazingly, they lost on the last day of the season and still managed to win the league. Beating Real 2-0 a few weeks before. Awesome results. Goals-wise, João Felix actually finished top scorer overall with 35, then Suarez 29. Assist-wise, Lemar got 21 overall, Koke with 16, Suarez and Angel Correa with 10. A lot of good performances. Their data hub, they were averaging 2.71 goals per game again, 16.84, and conceding just less than 1. Just for purely scientific purposes, we went over to France and we ran it through with Paris Saint-Germain. You'll be shocked to know that they won the league. 33 wins, 2 defeats, 102 points, plus 117 goal difference. Mbappe with 32, Messi with 27, all 3 in the average ratings, Neymar 25 assists, and Di Maria with 20 assists. Mbappe got 47 and 47, 15 assists. Messi with 33. Even Icardi got 23. Neymar with 34 assists. Angel Di Maria with 24. Verratti with 14. Nuno Mendes with 16. Great numbers all across there. 3.82 goals per game. 22 shots and way under the conceded one. 3.82. They actually scored 145 goals in the league. I've not seen many teams do that. I've not seen that many places. But if you create a tactic and you don't win the league with Paris Saint-Germain, that's more of a success than actually doing this. So we did one more test. And I wasn't happy with Chelsea's second place. So I came back home to Manchester and ran it with United. Premier League. Bing. Champions League. Bing. FA Cup. Bing. Carabao Cup. Bing. The quadruple. All 4 titles in the bag with this tactic. Man United champions by 5 points as well. So they lost 5 games, and obviously the Chelsea sim, Liverpool only lost 2. But they scored 109 goals and only conceded 33, putting it below the 1 per game. It's not terrible defensively at all. 109 goals is superb. And we didn't have the top scorer in the league. Varane and Fernandes got in the average ratings. Fernandes got 17 league assists. Sancho got 14. De Gea got 19 clean sheets. Then let's look at the goals. 36 for Mason Greenwood. Cavani got 20. Varane, Fernandes, Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford all finishing in double digits. Assist-wise, Bruno Fernandes led the way with 28, Sancho with 26, Luke Shaw got 15, Greenwood got 14, Rashford got 14, Alex Telles got 12, and it's because of Bruno's performance here I've named the tactic Bruno Holds Barred. Here is the Bruno Holds Barred. It is a 4-4-2. We've got fullbacks on attack. We've got the defensive winger. And the reason why I picked the defensive winger, if we read the instruction on him support, defensive winger aims to press the opposing fullbacks, win the ball back high up the pitch, and either hold it up for the rest of the team, get to the byline, and get a cross in quicker. On support, defensive winger will try to win the ball, get past his man, and get an early cross for the forwards. I love my early crosses, and I want that pressing. So I'll click. So if you can't download it, I'll go through the instructions really quickly. So we've got a goalkeeper on defend, the fullback on attack on the right with dribble less. I want them to pass. Shoot less often. We don't want them shooting. I want him staying wider, providing width to get the passes going. I want him to close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. And this might be where the defensive issues come from. But I want it to be, like he says, no holes barred. Get in their face, win the ball, and let's go. Fullback on the left's got the exact same instructions. The centre backs are just taking fewer risks. We don't want them doing anything fancy. The defensive winger, we want to take more risks, so get that ball in there. We want him to shoot less often so he can cross. We want him to get further forward, and I want him to roam so that he can go into these positions and look to link up with the AP. The AP is on cross more often and roam from position. Again, these two will cause havoc, moving around, using their intelligence, wanting to get the ball in the box. CM on support is on take fewer risks, cross less often, dribble less, shoot less often, hold position, close down more, tackle harder, mark tighter. It's a lot of instructions, but that's why the CM is so versatile. You can make him whatever you want. So you want him to not get the ball to one of these three guys or the forwards, whatever's easiest. Don't want him crossing. He is the no-nonsense guy in this team. The winger is on run from position, close down more, tackle harder, mark tighter, and he is marking the opposition's right back, just so we don't get overloaded on that side. Then we've got a pressing forward with take more risks and shoot less often, and a striker on take more risks, close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. So it's going to drain your players, and maybe that's where teams like Peterborough and Brentford struggled. They didn't have the rotation, but you saw with the big teams, a lot of players getting involved and a lot of goals coming in. It's on attacking, obviously. It's fairly narrow, so there's not big gaps between the players, and they're looking to keep the ball in those centralised areas and push on, passing into space. And I've gone for the standard directness and the slightly higher tempo, playing it not short and higher. It's just playing, letting the players do what they want to do. Adding the be more expressive to that as well. You're using the players' attributes and smarts to their advantage. We're going to run at defence as well, because why not? We're doing everything else. Taking on their man, looking to get crosses in. In transition, we're counter-pressing and countering because it's very gegenpressy. We're getting the goalkeeper to throw the ball quickly to the defence. Throw it long to the defence. And out of possession, we're playing a much higher line of engagement, so we're getting that press on from the start, and we're playing a higher line with the defence. Standard width though, we're using tighter marking. We've not gone for the press to the max, just more often, so that intensity is not quite at the max. And we're going to prevent the short goalkeeper distribution, let them put it in the air, and let's win it back. And then we'll go on the attack again. So that's the tactic. You've seen the results. Let me know what you think below. Are you going to give this a try? When we did it on the tactics test with the 4 teams, what I will say is it scored the most goals, 385 for the 4 teams. The highest before that was 347. And that was my 433 Indo ball, which you'll see on Football Manager Story as well. You can get the link there for that. Averaged 2.29 goals per game, which is the highest by 0.2. But it did concede the most. 277, that's the most any tactics conceded. As I said, the instructions, we could probably tone it down a little bit. Goal difference-wise, it was plus 108, which puts it 4th, and it got a score of 93.9, which puts it 4th as well. But attacking-wise, it's the best. It's the most attacking formation I've made, with the most goals, the most wins, the quadruple with Man United, the league wins in Spain. Yeah, it's worth having a go, and I think defensively, if I'm going to use this in a save, I think I'll try and tweak it defensively, and then I might come back and show you and run the test again and see how it gets on. So thank you for watching. Download the tactic. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would do to make it better defensively. I'm up for that. Might even use it in my Twitch save with Cumberland United. The link you'll see below. We're trying to take them from tier 6 to the top of Scottish football, signing only Scottish players. Maybe this tactic is how we do it. From me, Andrew, until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.